Daddy and all that. But I said to myself, well, I'll get down these stairs fast, and I did that.
You wouldn't have stopped them. Nothing would have stopped them. I mean, it was a stampede for the exit.
Most of the children head to the back of the cinema, away from the smoke. On reaching the exit, they are confronted with a locked gate.
I went to the main big gate, and I seen it was no use trying to get out. I knew it was locked. I rattled it, and I just run back.
So they were piling up behind the wire door, you know, and I just sat still. I said, there's no chance, because they're coming down from the balcony, and they're coming from the pit. I said, and they're all going to be crowded. I just took it into my own mind that there was no use in me running, because I wasn't going to get out.
The children continue to pour into the small passageway. Those at the back are unaware there is no way out.
Children don't know what they're doing, you understand? Shouting, pushing, kicking, all thrusting each other, calling them, grabbing you. Well, there's older people than me there. You understand? Bigger people than me, heavier people than me.
If there's maybe, say, 50 or 60 kids in front of you trying to get out, and they're all piled up, and you can't get out, what are you going to do? You're going to shout and bawl and scream, push and shove, you know? I mean, it was every man for himself.
At 2:30, the screams reach outside. The streets are packed with busy shoppers, and within minutes the fire brigade are alerted. Alexander Folds was on his way to Barrhead when he passed the Glen that day.
I was coming up past Smith Hills, and that side of the picture house was empty. There were no houses, no shops or anything like that. It was all big spare space. And there was a fire engine sitting there. So I'm being nosy. I went along the terrace and I met two policemen. And the police were here. They said there was a fire here, Alec. He said, but the door, there was a door here, but he said it's locked. Can't you get in the bloody thing? I said, well, what about that ledge there? Give me a punt up. I said, okay then. They gave me a I booted all the glass in the window. Then I dropped down 5 feet into it, and I got a shock in my life.
Because we were all vomiting, peeing and different urinating, or fright, fear. I knew myself there was someone must be dead. I knew they must be dead.
Kids were piled high on the top of one another, and they were all shouting at me, Mr. Help us, get me out, Mr. And the wee girls were hysterical. So we'll get you out as quick as we can. Take your time, then stop shouting.
Outside, a crowd starts to gather. As firemen enter through the smoke at the front, a policeman tries to break the padlock at the back.
And I knew there was a toilet and there was a glass window. So I said, well, that's my best bet. So I went into the toilet and I jumped up in the pan and I said, right, you at the back, hold me. And I leaned back and I had my boots on, so I just my boot straight through the window.
I felt myself getting lifted and carried. And the next thing was, I discovered I was getting carried out to the entrance.
So the next thing I felt somebody gripping my foot and saying, get your foot back in. This is the police.
After several attempts, the policeman manages to break the lock.
I'm running to the right for that door just about a second. Just out. And that was it. Run away along the street. See the cars, you know, I'm down. police and all the firemen all running about. I never bought, just run on home. Didn't ask for help or mercy.
There were actually, some of the kids was, when the firemen get in, and they were separating the bodies and that, you know, at the gate, the lattice gate, there were some of the kids with their hands in the lattice gate like that, standing, dead, pressed with the pressure.
The scenes outside the back of the cinema are now chaotic. The crowd pulled the bodies of the children out onto the street. Many have been suffocated, and the firemen desperately try to resuscitate them.
Oh, the place was chock-a-block, mobs and buses and tram cars getting stopped and kids getting packed into them, a whole lot of them. Word did get round, some kids were dead, nobody knew exactly. Everything was turmoil, you know, uncertain, all that. And I witnessed men running down carrying kids in their arms up to the infirmary.